Good evening, everyone, and welcome to night 20 of the 2023 Brewers Advent Calendar. We're going to get out into the garage here and see what beer it is I'm going to be drinking tonight, now that we've only got 5 days left until Christmas. I'm excited. All right, let's get into the fridge and see what we have going on in here. Ooh, well, 'tis the season, but not for tonight's video. Let's move the old nog aside. There we go. Wife is still working on cookies for Christmas, but we are looking for night 20, and there it is. Alrighty, there we go. Ooh. Interesting color on the can there. Oh wow, very blue. Herenbräu Tradition. Cursive I can barely make out. Premium Bavaria. Alrighty, let's get in there and see how this guy tastes. Alrighty, let's take a look at the Herenbräu Tradition. I certainly am not gonna even begin to attempt to pronounce the rest of what's there because, yeah, I'd have to get in there a little bit. Let's see. Its ingredients are water, barley malt, and hops, so yeah, kind of mostly traditional there. ABV is a 5.5%, so let's get in here and see how he sounds. A little bit of a weak, a little bit of a weak opening there. Not as strong as I would have hoped. Let's see how the initial pour looks. Nice and golden. Not a lot of head forming though either. Let me give it a straight pour. A little bit? Nope. Very bubbly, very effervescent. A deep gold. Mostly pretty filtered. It's got a mildly unfiltered look. There we go. A little head on the top there near the end. You can tell that it's a malted beer. This is better than the ones I've had the last two nights, though. I think the one last night with the hop extract, it just wasn't doing it for me. Don't give me the extracts, just give me hops. Just leave the hops. Don't use an extract to try to up your hops. Just put more hops in. It's like fresh squeezed orange juice versus orange juice concentrate. There's a difference there. This is not the same profile as a normal traditional, German style lager. It's a little dense. And first taste, there's a thickness to it. I mean, I could even see kind of a thickness as into the way that it poured and the way it looks in the glass. Not getting a bitter here. Almost a... Not really a sweet either. A little fruity. Couldn't place it again. Might be not really the apricot or anything like that, but... Not a bad drink. It was very effervescent on the tongue initially. Bubbly, fizzy. Then that middle taste is where it's like the middle of your tongue there, just before you're going to swallow and it sat on your tongue. A little bit of fruit comes in, you swallow it, and it kind of, I'm not going to say it clears my palate, but I don't, it isn't leaving a lot of aftertaste. Last night's had kind of this unpleasant, bitter aftertaste because they had, I don't know what they were doing. Again, I think it was the hop concentrate or hop extract they used to try to give it a little more bitter, a little more bite. Excuse me. It wasn't doing it. It wasn't... Ooh, excuse me. Again, another bubbly night of beer here. Yeah, this isn't bad. There isn't quite a sweet note. There isn't a ton of earthiness either. The barley malt is not like some of them that were more earthy, not really grassy, but grainy. You taste a little more sometimes when it was just straight up barley is in there. But yeah, this isn't half bad. I could I'll drink this. Definitely it's gonna go with your bratwurst, your burgers, your currywursts, whatever you got going on, some schnitzel. It's not a bad German beer. It definitely, you're thinking German beer, this is gonna be there's just something. I feel like there's something in here that isn't exactly hops, barley malt, and water. Like there's something that they've managed to do here. I'm not sure if maybe it was the way it was aged, or what it was aged in, or where it was aged, but there's a little bit of extra flavor in there that I can't quite place. It's not bad. Like I said, it's almost this subtle fruitiness. This is like a dried fruit kind of thing going on. Not really a raisin. Again, I've said apricot before, but and this may be intrinsic to something that Germans do. But just with how thick it tastes too, like it's weird. It's a very thick tasting beer, but it's cleared my palate. It's kind of gone. I taste ever so slightly a little bit of the barley malt going on there. That reminds me, yeah, you had a beer recently. Yeah, this isn't half bad. I don't know how to drink it all the time. It's middle of the pack, I guess we could say. It's definitely not as bad as kind of the last two nights were just. Last night's was kind of bad. I don't even remember if I finished it, frankly. I think I ended up falling asleep and it was warm the next morning and I just poured it out and said, oh well. Wasn't great. So, on that little adventure, thank you guys for watching 20 nights of these so far. 5 days left until Christmas. Yeah, I thank everybody out there for sharing this with me. We got, I believe, 4 more of these left. And then my little adventure in creating content is at least done for now, at least on the beer review side of things. So thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Please do the like, share, subscribe, thumbs up if you're on Rumble. Whatever platform you're watching this on, give it one of those things that says you like it. And I would greatly appreciate it. It would be quite helpful. And on that gross noise, you guys stay savage out there.